No longer riding on the merry-go-round. I just have to let it go.
And as the voice of Eric Dolan, so right, you looked on to the Clean for Song from 99.9 and Vintage Wednesday. It is now 15 minutes after the hour of 2 p.m. At this time, we have our minute news coming to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
99.9, the heart and soul of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We FM is SVG.
Good afternoon and welcome to EFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Everybody! You asked and we listen. If you missed it, we're bringing back the Quartz Mega 3-hour flash sale this Thursday, September 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. only. Enjoy a massive 40% off store-wide on credit purchases and 15% off on cash purchases. 3 hours, one chance, huge savings you can't afford to miss. This Thursday, September 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. sharp. Terms and conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome back to EFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. First, on the local scene, grade 3 students of the Kingston Anglican School were involved in the Dental Awareness Week of activities. A team from the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital Dental Health Department, led by Dr. Jovan Oliver, on Tuesday, September 16, 2025, visited the school. The students learned about oral hygiene and they practiced the correct way to floss. Also, the team taught the students a song about brushing their teeth until they shine. At the end of the activities, the students received goodie bags, which included toothbrushes and flosses. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, together with Barbados, Belize, and Dominica, are among the 4 CARICOM member states that will begin implementing the full free movement regime on Wednesday, October 1st, 2025. Under this arrangement, Vincentians will enjoy the right to enter, leave, re-enter, reside, work, and remain indefinitely in the participating member states without the need for a work permit or residency permit. In addition, Vincentians will have access, within the capacity of the host country, to emergency and primary health care, as well as public primary and secondary education. This represents an expansion of the benefits already available under the CARICOM Single Market and Economy (CSME) and will apply equally to all CARICOM nationals from the 4 participating countries. This milestone decision was taken by the CARICOM heads of government during the 49th regular meeting of the conference held earlier this year. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Consumer Affairs has stated that it continues to collaborate closely with CARICOM to ensure that the necessary systems and measures are in place for the smooth commencement of full free movement for Vincentians from October 1st, 2025. Still on the local scene, the Honorable Frederick Stevenson, Minister of Foreign Affairs, has assumed the chairmanship of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States (OECS) Council of Ministers, Foreign Affairs. The handover took place on Sunday, September 21st, during the 8th United Nations General Assembly High-Level Week. Minister Stevenson succeeded the Honorable Alva Batiste, St. Lucia's Minister of External Affairs. The meeting saw ministers deliberate on key regional priorities, including climate change and disaster preparedness, the OECS free full movement of persons, and raising food prices and food security. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Consumer Affairs has extended congratulations to Minister Stevenson on his appointment and extends best wishes for a successful tenure. On to news in the region. A St. Lucian man who is wanted in connection with serious criminal offenses in Martinique has been extradited following a coordinated operation between the Royal St. Lucia Police Force (RSLPF) and the Bordelais Correctional Facility. 33-year-old Yannick Tiny Gustave of Hudson Castries was arrested in April 2025 during a multi-agency operation at Fort Aschaud, Castries. The arrest was carried out under a warrant to arrest fugitive for extradition, issued in response to a formal request from the French authorities. Gustave is accused of multiple offenses in Martinique, including robbery. On Monday, September 22, 2025, Gustave was formally handed over to a French team for extradition to Martinique to face charges. In a brief statement, the RSLPF reaffirmed its commitment to cross-border cooperation and efforts to combat transnational crime. The government of Grenada, through the Ministry of Sports in collaboration with the Grenada Amateur Swimming Association, GASA, held the sod turning ceremony for the National Aquatic Center on Wednesday, September 17, 2025, at the National Stadium. A 25-meter competition pool will be established at the National Stadium grounds, complementing the already established cricket, football, and athletic facilities. The establishment of an aquatic center is a dream finally coming to reality for swimming in Grenada. At the groundbreaking ceremony, Minister of Sports Delma Thomas indicated the witnessing of the start of the first phase of the aquatic center with the installation of the pool, which will be followed by phase 2, the pavilion and the supporting facilities for the pool. The pool will be manufactured and installed by Marta Pools, a world-renowned provider of public and private pool facilities. On the international scene, Australia's national broadcaster has been ordered to pay US $99,200 in penalties for unfairly sacking a presenter over a social media post about the war in Gaza. The federal court found earlier this year the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, ABC, took fill-in radio host Antoinette Lattouf off air in December 2023 due to her political views and after lobbying from pro-Israel groups. Lattouf was already awarded damages, but on Wednesday, a judge in Sydney's federal court said the substantial extra sum was needed to ensure that the ABC learned its lesson. ABC publicly apologized to Lattouf, saying it also failed its staff and audiences. Lattouf has been a regular contributor in Australian media for years, but has also made a name for herself as an activist on issues like racism, discrimination in media, and mental health. Finally, in sports, Barcelona's midfielder Gavi could miss the next 5 months after having knee surgery. The 21-year-old featured in Barcelona's opening 2 matches of the season before injuring his right knee during a training session in August. Although scan results revealed Gavi had avoided an ACL tear, he has had an operation to repair damaged cartilage. Gavi became the 4th youngest debutant in Barcelona's history when he made his debut in 2021. This has been VFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Shanika Stapleton. Join us again at 3 o'clock for VFM's 3 p.m. news. VFM's Midday News came to you with the kind compliments of Coach St. Vincent Limited.
Everybody! You asked and we listened. If you missed it, we're bringing back the Quartz Mega 3-hour flash sale this Thursday, September 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. only. Enjoy a massive 40% off store-wide on credit purchases and 15% off on cash purchases. 3 hours, 1 chance, huge savings you can't afford to miss. This Thursday, September 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. sharp. Terms and conditions apply. Quartz, bringing